Things just keep getting worse for the San Diego Padres as these underperforming players have hurt the team and could have major implications not just this year, but the upcoming trade deadline. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Happy to be back. Another negative video because Padres bring out the negativity in me right now. Before we get into it, though, stick around to the end of the video because we do have some post-game fan reactions where I get you guys, fans, involved. Post on Twitter, post on the subreddit. Maybe it'll be featured on the channel. And as always, please, subscribe. Okay. Hi. I'm upset. I'm upset again. Why am I upset again? Because Padres keep losing, and I gotta keep making these videos about how upset I am about the Padres' consistent losing and their consistent not great offense. But before we get into it, of course, our AJ Cassavell recap. Rangers 7, Padres 4. Higashioka is not having the season he had last year, but back in San Diego, he looked like the guy again. While the Padres search for offensive catcher, Higashioka went 3 for 3, 5 RBIs as Texas even the series. Wow, former Padre destroying the Padres. That has literally never happened before. I mean, I'm happy for Higashioka, don't get me wrong, but why? Why you gotta do us like that? Let's be honest. Why you gotta do us like that? Okay, today's lineup. Kolek hates Padre fans. I'll explain why in a second. I know it's kind of a clickbait title. But small offensive bright spots. We'll cover some of it, but offense overall, bad. I know it's not really a hot take, but yeah, Kolek, why do you hate Padre fans? Obviously, he doesn't actually hate Padre fans, but as you've noticed, he has not pitched good at home. We'll read this real quick, which kind of covers both things. It can be hard to divvy out the blame for after a Padres loss, but not so much tonight. This one's on Kolek, who is yet to give the Padres much of a chance in his 4 starts at Petco. They did win his start against the Marlins, but that was no thanks to him. Through 12 career starts, he's been Pedro Martinez on the road, 8 starts, 11 earned runs, and 48 innings pitched for a 2.06 ERA. Legitimate dog crap at home, 4 starts, 21 earned runs in 20 innings pitched for a 9.45 ERA. His highest single game ERA on the road is 8.31, 4 earned runs in 4.1 innings pitched, and that is his only road start with an ERA above 4.50. His lowest single game ERA at home is 8.31, 4 innings pitched in 4.1 innings pitched. 4 earned runs in 4.1 innings pitched. Just a bizarre way to start his career, and hopefully something that is an early career fluke. So, yeah, I'll show you the box score real quick. Where was he? Right here. 5.1 innings pitched, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. I mean, the first pitch of the game was literally a home run. So, I guess that was kind of a foreshadowing for how the day was going to go for Kolek. But I, of course, brought up his splits and his game logs, because I know you guys love when I bring up random things. So, home games. 9.20 ERA, 3 games started. He's played a lot more away games, so maybe that's good for us, but like maybe the splits aren't like super I don't want to say accurate, but a little skewed, let's put it that way. But yeah, you can tell it looks great. Also, during night games, he's worse than he is in day games, so today being a home game night game was not in the cards for him, not a good hand for him, let's put it that way. But let's look at the home starts for Kolek, right? So he's had 4 now. That one says 3 because that was outdated, but now he has 4, right? So the home team against the Mariners, he had 5 earned runs, 3 home runs against him, not great, right? And then against the Marlins, he had 6 earned runs. That was the game we did win somehow. And the Nationals, 4 earned runs, 5 runs in total, and then today 6 earned runs, 6 runs total. Why does Kolek not like pitching in San Diego? I don't know. I don't know. You would think he would pitch better, right? But he's not. And Petco is known for more of a pitcher's paradise, but somehow he's worse. I don't think there's really an explanation to it. I think maybe he just doesn't like the home field pressure. Maybe. Well, you would think that there would be less pressure at home, but maybe he likes more pressure on away games. I don't know. All I can really do is speculate. You guys can give me your thoughts, of course, but for some reason, Kolek just hates pitching at home. But here's a possible solution, a really stupid solution, but a possible solution, right? Once we get Darvish back, and if we don't trade Cease, so we have Bogaerts and Kolek, maybe Kolek can start away games, Bogaerts can start home games. I don't know, but We can make a video about Darvish. He should be back hopefully next week, they said. He wasn't going to start tomorrow. We're probably going to have Kyle Hart tomorrow. But then next week for the 4-game series against the Diamondbacks, we might get Darvish back. And Berger is supposed to start, I think, also tomorrow in AAA or sometime pretty soon. So Berger's going to be back pretty soon. So once we have those players back, and then King hopefully in like August, September, maybe we can do a Kolek Berger number 5 flip-flop. Because they're going to get tired too after a while. So we're going to need to flip-flop some people. But yeah, hopefully Kyle Hart will be good tomorrow. I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath at all. I hope we don't lose to the Rangers because they're below 500. And we can't be losing games against below 500 people. Especially, okay, well, I guess this talks about our offense real quick. But we faced Patrick Corbin today, who isn't like a notoriously a great pitcher. Well, I guess back in the day, but not anymore, right? So let's talk about some small offensive bright spots before I roast the team for being horrible. First of all, Luis Arraez, 4 hits, 5 at-bats. Machado is very close to 2,000, and he'll probably get it hopefully tomorrow on his birthday. Happy early birthday. I guess I'm putting this video out tomorrow, so happy birthday, Machado. And then besides that, Jay Cronenworth, of course, had that really nice home run. That was another bright spot from today. Cronenworth has looked better recently. I mean, he had the walk-off yesterday, home run today, but just in general, he's been looking slowly better. Even if his average does look not that great, he does get on base a lot. I mean, 351. So, yeah, and then obviously we see our catching situation. We'll talk about our catching situation, but now let's talk about the negatives, right? Because there's definitely some negatives. Literally everyone else. The biggest one I want to mention, and let me double check what, let's start with this real quick. Another big offensive bright spot for a former Padre, but he had the 4 RBIs against his former teammate. Elias Diaz has 11 on the season, 5 RBIs now for Higgy. Diaz has 11. Higashioka had almost half that in one day. You think we have a catcher's problem? But yeah, let's talk about this. Padres have $475 million currently batting .245 with 5 extra base hits and 146 appearances in the last 20 games. Of course, I speak of Tatis Jr. and Jackson Merrill. Correction, 7 because 2 home runs, but 7 extra bases, 146 in the last 20 games. Tatis, Jackson Merrill, not great, right? Worst part about Jackson Merrill is that he swings at pitches that just look awful. And he still hasn't figured it out yet. I mean, it's been like a while since he's been doing that. And now pitchers just know he'll swing at like anything that's at his eye. Why? You gotta ask him, I guess. But Tatis has looked horrible as well. His swagger is gone. Like, I'm not saying like it's gone like he sucks now. I'm just saying it's gone like he's not like... How do I explain it? It's like he's not feeling himself anymore. You know what I mean? He's not feeling it anymore. He's not having fun when he doesn't have fun when he sucks. But who does have fun when they suck, right? But yeah, I mean, Tatis, not great, right? Tatis is so unreasonably bad against left-handed pitching. Today he faced arguably one of the worst lefty starters in baseball and posted another offer, dropping his average to lefties against 178 with just 1 home run and 105 plate appearances. Just unreal, the mental block he has right now, which is funny, right? Because Tatis is obviously a right-handed batter. Right-handers usually play better against left-handed pitching. But not Tatis. He's the exact opposite. He gets good against right-handed pitching, awful against left-handed pitching. And that's why when I use him in MLB The Show, he's always batting 9th. Because he cannot hit left-handed pitching. It sucks, but it's the reality, right? And of course, we talk about Jackson Merrill. Xander Bogaerts, he did have a good hit in the first inning that almost, or was the second inning? First inning, something like that, where he almost hit an RBI, but then they sliding catch and caught it. And then I think it was also Bogaerts who got screwed. Yeah, I think it was Bogaerts who got screwed by the umpire in that one plate appearance. And then he grounds out in the weakest little ground out to end the game. So, I mean, Bogaerts has looked better, but today was not definitely a day for him. Still, he has... Oh, no, he dropped below Tatis in average. But both of them are having great seasons. So, people we are paying a metric crap ton to are not performing. And that sucks. If you were curious, that really sucks. Gavin Sheets, I mean, he had a hit. So, I guess that's cool. Iglesias did have a walk, but scored to a run, and then Diaz and the catchers are catchers. But like, yeah, I can just show you this real quick. AJ Preller spent $9.75 million on Yuli Gurriel, negative 0.5 WAR. Hayward, negative 0.6 WAR. Martin Maldonado, negative 0.2 WAR. Elias Diaz, negative 0.3 WAR, and Jose Iglesias, negative 0.5 WAR. That's negative 2.1 WAR combined. That alone is a fireable offense. Jose Iglesias had an amazing year last year, so he was worth the gamble, and maybe Hayward too. but everyone else was completely egregious given their recent track records. And then one more picture to piss you guys off. Team catchers by WAR. Where's the Padres? 28. A negative 0.4. And Maldonado has negative 0.8 himself, as we saw in this one. I guess not. Maybe that was F4 I was looking up. It might have been F4. Whatever. My point being, yeah, we suck at catcher. We're awful at catcher. I can't stress that enough. I've made like 15 different videos complaining about catchers, but it's not great. It's pretty bad. And we're at the point now where I feel like I might have to make a should we sell video. I know I kind of mentioned it already, but I wanted to wait closer to the trade deadline, but maybe we can start one earlier. I know Christian just had a video about selling Cease to the Yankees because Clark Smith just got injured, so watch that if you haven't, but it's frustrating. I still definitely think we have the ability to be good, but it's frustrating to watch right now. Our bullpen was pretty A-okay today. I mean, Yuki looked okay for 2 innings, or 0.2 innings. Nunez had a good outing besides that last time he played where he looked kind of bad. Hoeing did not look great, but again, Hoeing just got back from injury. Let him develop, and then Peralta for some reason looks good when games don't matter. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's just talk about our Friar Faithful feed real quick. Of course, the former Padres catcher is currently single-handedly beating the Padres because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't we? Former Padres, gotta destroy the Padres. I saw something, English, oh my god. I saw something funny the other day, or today, I forget when, but Trent Grisham would have more home runs than the entire Padres. Like, he'd be leading the team in home runs right now if he was on the Padres, which is funny, sad, and I don't know, it's just sad. I'm not saying we should have kept Trent Grisham, but why couldn't you figure it out here? You know what I'm saying? Final score, Padres 4, Higgy 5. Here's what's crazy. His stat line before today was bad. 216, 1 home runs, 16 RBIs, 30 hits. He saved his best performance for us. I love Higgy, but now I'm mad at him. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying we should have re-signed Higgy. He looks horrible this year, but he just had his revenge game against us, so good for him, I guess. But, yeah. I guess I want to address this real quick. Another thing I've been seeing recently. I've been seeing some comments saying we should trade Tatis Jr. and trade Manny Machado. What are y'all smoking? I don't care how... First of all, Machado's not having a bad year, so we're going to ignore that. Tatis Jr. might be having a bad year. You do not trade your star player just because he's having a down year. What are we talking about? First of all, his value is super low right now, and he has a big contract. No one's going to take that unless we eat most of it. And why would we eat most of it? Second of all, he's our star player. I don't care how bad he's playing right now. You do not trade your star player for a down year. Y'all need to stop that conversation. It's not going to happen. It's stupid. Don't do it. Okay, sorry. A little soapbox rant. As currently constructed, the Padres are a fringe playoff team with several stars underperforming. If I'm AJ Preller, I'm keeping both the buy-sell options at play until the end of the month. One thing you cannot do is stay pat in 2023. Yeah, I agree. Let's wait until the end of the month, and let's see what we have. Let's see what we can do. Let's see, after the All-Star break, how we perform after a little break. Let's not just throw in all the cards. Let's not throw away our cards. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let's be patient. Things are not out of hand yet. They're getting there, but we're still managing to win games and keeping our record above 500. Let's not throw in a towel yet. Let's let things play out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. How do you feel about the team? Do you think it's time to sell? How do you feel about, should we trade Tatis? If you think that, let me know why. I think you're crazy, but let me know why. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and as always, go Padres. Please subscribe too. Goodbye.